All right, guys, welcome to the call tonight. This is week number 2 of our Zoom training business opportunity calls. And I'm glad that everyone made the time to come out tonight. I want you to grab a pen and something to write on because tonight is going to be a phenomenal call. I want to give you, obviously, you hear the Southern twang in my voice. I'm going to help out the people from all around the country that don't get enough Southern twang in their life by telling you some Southern isms right now about tonight's call. Tonight's call is going to be a real humdinger. It's going to be a barn burner. If that's not enough, it's going to be a hootenanny. We have been cooking with chicken grease all week long. John is fired up. I'm telling you, I remember as a 19-year-old teenager, brand new into this industry. I'll be 59 in about 6 weeks. I remember as a 19-year-old teenager standing on stage in Atlanta with Dexter and Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel and Ronald Reagan, thinking this is incredible. I can't believe I'm surrounded by these people. And I had a flashback today. I haven't even shared this with you, John. I had a flashback today after I got off the phone with Art and Rob. And I thought, wow, I feel like that 19-year-old kid again when I think about the work that Art and Rob are doing. And I want to tell you, we are in the right place at the right time. I want everybody to get the pen and paper out. We've got a special guest to be on the call tonight that John is going to be telling you more about and actually introducing that guest. But it's my honor and my privilege right now to introduce someone to you that is a master trainer and a true champion of a human being. John and I share a position here at Nexus Rewards. We've been doing business together for a long time. We've got over 70 years of combined experience in this industry. And I say it boldly everywhere I go. In 40 years of doing this business, John Cini is the sharpest human being I have met. When you talk about his experience, his skill set, the character that he has, I hear a lot of people talk about faith, family, honesty, transparency, integrity. John lives these things. These are his core values. So I want you to know how blessed we are tonight to have as our presenter, my very good friend and business partner, John Cini. Balloons, cheers, champion, calls, trumpets, everything. Yay.
Well, thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate that. You are too kind. I'm going to share my screen with everybody so you can see everything going on here. Hold on one second. Let me make that bigger. And all right, welcome. So after that intro, boy, I got a lot to live up to. Appreciate that. You know, Scott is always spot on in his assessments. Just kidding. But he has really just been as good a partner as I could ask for. And besides that, I got to tell you, Scott mentioned that we were talking with the owners of the company today a couple different times, and they have just been working their tails off, and we love that. We're truly blessed to have them running this company, and also to be able to interact with them. We're very grateful for all the hard work that they've done and continue to do day in and day out. So really appreciate that. We're going to go through our presentation. Obviously, we got the lines muted, but feel free to use the chat box if you have questions. And then anything that's not answered during the meeting, we will get to when we're all done with our presentation. And yeah, we do have a special treat for you tonight. So we'll dive through a little bit of the nuts and bolts of our business, and then we'll get into our special guest. So we're talking about the ultimate cashback referral program, Nexus Rewards. This thing is very brand new. The infrastructure of this company, though, has actually been around for, gee whiz, a couple decades, which is great. So we don't have to worry about whether or not things work. The guys running this definitely know what they're doing. That's a little on my bio. You get 2 seconds of that, and we're done. Like Scott said, we've been in the industry for a long time, long enough to know that there is a huge demand for what we have. If you look at the great news comes out every summer. I don't know why they do it during the summer. I guess they don't want to depress people during the holidays, but 85% of people are unhappy with where they are and what they're doing and losing sleep over money. Number one cause of marital problems, relationship problems, and most people, 90%, don't have $10,000 when they pass away. And the average person, I mean, Dave Ramsey talks about this all the time, doesn't have an extra $500 for an emergency. I mean, this really is a tough time. And even now with the inflation and gas prices and all that going crazy, we know that people need what we have. This headline, I couldn't even believe it. It just came out 2 weeks ago. 1/3 of Americans making $250,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, how crazy is that when you look at that headline? And then you go down here, 61% of consumers overall are living paycheck to paycheck, a 9-point increase from last year. And that number, you know, whether it's 50% or 60% is way too high. It would be probably too high at 20 or 30%. So you can see the handwriting on the wall, and all we got to do is bring up saving money on gas, and all ears are perked, right? I mean, that's kind of where we are these days. So question for you, if you're like so many of us, are you a frustrated home business builder? You know, this really is the dirty little secret of network marketing. If you didn't hear that, that was the elephant on the table that no one wants to talk about, but we will. And you can look at the old way of doing business where in order for you to make money, or for me, other people had to spend money, right? Other people had to really lose money. That's the old way. Who wants to do that? You know, the new way is to help other people save money, and then we make money. That's what we're doing. But you tell me which way sounds better to you. I think it's pretty obvious. But if you haven't had success in the whole direct sales or network marketing arena, the odds are very high that it's not your fault. And so, you know, when you look at that setup, all of a sudden you realize when you actually get a handle on the compensation or some of the policies of the company, that the odds are stacked against you. And then you have most people losing money. I mean, that's really the challenge there. And so you have to sell and convince people to buy a product, and on and on and on. And there's high priced products that a lot of people say I can get that cheaper elsewhere. And we've all been through this. Then you've got super high monthly costs, auto ships, and the traditional comp plan qualifications make it so difficult to go out there and actually earn income, and on and on and on. So hard to break even, hard to make money. And then you have large numbers of people quitting because of all of that. And then you have Nexus, where none of that is an issue. And if your screen is moving a little bit slow, I apologize. I'm not sure what that is, but mine is moving fine. But I know there's a little bit of a delay on some people's slides, so sorry about that. We will have a recording of this, and we've already got a good one before this. But, you know, common sense is definitely not necessarily common knowledge, but everybody knows if you want to sustain a business, you got to have real customers, and you've got to have something that's affordable that is going to be competitive in the marketplace, right? You got to have satisfied customers. All of those things add up to, you know, a need to do things differently. You really, when you see the front end load where you're buying rank, you know, to be able to get more income, so you spend more money. When you garage qualify, that's what's going on over here. I'm just kidding. He's running a business out of his garage. But we all know what we're talking about, right? When I say garage qualify, and we don't have really any upsells trying to get you to spend more money. Hey, you came in for 100, and next thing you know, someone's asking you to spend 500 or 1,000. If you've been in this industry for, you know, 10 or 20 years, you know what I'm talking about. And then you've got that large auto ship. But here, you know, we don't have any of those things. We don't have people getting hurt financially. And so that is one of the big time appeals of network Nexus Rewards. And we got 3 initial essential expenses: gas, groceries, and the prescriptions out there. And we got discounts on all of that, which is fantastic, and all for a very low cost of only $21.95 a month. There is a $10 one-time setup fee, and that's it. And then it's $22 a month from there on. Henry Ford said a long time ago, 100 years ago, you sell to the masses to dine with the classes. And it really is the case. When you look at that amount there, you think, can I really make serious money with that? Well, you can look at the compensation plan and judge for yourself. But here it is right there. If we can turn pocket change into some serious income, that would be attractive to everybody. And that's what we're talking about. There's two ways to earn here. Number one, use our apps. And then number two, refer other people. Then you can pay off bills, enjoy family, take vacations. I mean, all those things are obvious. That's what we all want to do. And that's why I call this the simplest business ever. And right on the Nexus Rewards website, there is a 100% money back guarantee. So we want to make sure that everybody is happy here. We don't, at $22 a month, we don't need to worry about whether or not people are going to feel like they got swindled, which is great. Now, getting paid to buy gas is something special. I have that app right on my phone, and it is amazing how much the cash back is piling up, and the referrals right there, 15 cents a gallon per referral. A lot of people don't know this exists, but it's been out there for a while. And then 1 cent a gallon for every gallon you buy forever for the referrals that you have out there. When they buy a gallon, you get a penny off, and then half a cent per gallon on all their referrals. So there's a couple levels right there on that one gas app, which is amazing. Now, these are a couple screenshots from my app, what I was just talking about on my phone. And you can see over here on the left, hopefully that's not too small on your screen, $4.26 I saved when I went and I gassed up. And you look at that and you're like, oh, that's a tiny sliver of a fraction. When you're looking at $5, $6 a gallon. But how many times do you need to do that in a month to cover your $22 a month fee? Not too many times, right? And then you can see the referral bonus over here. And it says right down here, I blew it up so you can see it a little bit better. Thanks to you, people earned cash back today. And since you referred them, you get a bonus too, which is fantastic. Now, I always love it when Scott talks about Aunt Sally, because he's really talking about everybody, the average person out there. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Scott, because he's got a great story here. Scott Becker out of Jacksonville, Florida.
All right, guys. Well, talking about Aunt Sally, that's a term I coined a long time ago to talk to someone who is not necessarily a professional network marketer, maybe someone who thinks they don't know a lot of people, maybe someone who thinks that they really couldn't share an opportunity and make it grow. And a lot of companies just really don't help out Aunt Sally. They only reward the people at the top, and they only reward the people who can really bring in a lot of people. But I love it in a company like ours when everyone can win. And to me, Aunt Sally's that woman. Maybe she only knows 2 or 3 friends. She does a quilting class or maybe a couponing thing with them one night a week. Well, I've got someone that I like to call Aunt Sally. She's on the call tonight. Her name is Joyce Harris. She goes by Gigi because she loves being a grandmother, so she identifies that way. But Joyce sent me a screenshot of her Upside Cash App savings after 10 days of being in the business. And she was all, woohoo, yay, so excited. And it fired me up for her because it showed that after 10 days and a couple of fill-ups and a meal, she already had $30.62 in her Upside wallet. And so she's already made back more money than it costs all month long. And then she told me that she sent one of her screenshots of her receipt to Walmart to fetch, and that she got thousands of points for that too. So I'm super excited that in 10 days, someone who's not a professional networker, someone who is just a great, wonderful, decent person can do what this industry is supposed to do, which is be a product of the product, use the product. In our business, we just don't get advantages from products. We have a service that actually allows people to get money back on things they spend money on all the time. So I'm super excited when I see that big time professionals like John Cena, like Nick, can come in here and generate a huge, massive income. But the average person who's not a professional network marketer, who's just smart enough to want to save some money, have a home-based business, get the tax advantages afforded to people with a home-based business through IRS Regulation 535, hundreds of tax advantages, and can be excited about being in this business. It is truly what everyone in business says I've heard it for decades. Oh, Scott, you got to get in this company. You've got to get in that company. This is really a win-win. And it's usually not a win-win. It's usually someone winning and someone losing. But this truly is a win-win for everyone. I'm super fired up. I'm going to kick it back to John, or I'll just keep talking.
We love it. Got to love that energy and the knowledge that you have there too. So thank you for that. Here's another app that we have. They are, I'm sorry, this is the same app right there. They're talking about $7 for every friend you refer. Now, I don't know if everybody gets access to this, but obviously if you refer 3, that would cover 1 month of Nexus Rewards. So, but you go enroll 3 people, see what happens. And by the way, this is not from Nexus. That's from the Upside app. So there you go. Now, some people say, if I already had the Upside app, that's okay. Just take your link and you put it into your Nexus Rewards, and then everyone you refer in Nexus, they will be able to still give you credit for the referral, which is great. But I mean, you think about that. If you could plug in and cover your costs right there with 3 referrals every month just from Upside, would that be enough motivation for you to join us yet? And you can also do restaurants from Upside, but you can also do restaurants from a couple of other of our apps and cashback programs. So thousands of restaurants plugged in here. You can see some of the different testimonials. We actually have a call-in line that you can jump on. We have cashback on groceries and pretty much everywhere you can go shop: Walmart, Amazon, Target, and on and on and on. All these big stores. And you can scan your receipts and get cashback on top of the discounts that you can get. This is Rackington, and you can see right here they have a $30 referral bonus, and you can also go spend $30 and get $30 cash back. I mean, you go through this, and it really is mind-boggling. They offer this to everybody in your first 90 days. That's what it says right there. In the first 90 days of signing up, you refer others that spend $30, and then you get an additional $30. So you get the cash back. That covers your first $30. And then you refer people and you get $30 right there. And again, that's available to everybody. And there's no limit. It says refer and earn $30 for every friend right there on the screen, which is awesome. Now, did we give you enough motivation to enroll? I hope so. But this is just talking about a little bit more on that app. 3,500 stores, and they're paying them for sending us to them. And so that's how this whole thing works. It's kind of like advertising dollars. You shop and then you get the cash back automatically. Cha-ching. And this is really fantastic. Your first cashback payment is sent via PayPal or check within 15 days. So it's up to you how fast you want to go get that. From then on, you're paid quarterly. And it says here they paid over $2 billion in cash back to over 15 million people. Pretty awesome. There are a lot of other programs. We have one app that averages 6% cash back from thousands of retailers. That is one of our premium rewards. There's another motivation to plug in here and get the $22 a month going. You can dial this number right there, the 385-330-9068, and hear 3.5 minutes of just about all testimonials on that number. It's fantastic hearing all the people that are super geeked about how much money they saved. And then we have some great testimonials on the prescription medications, up to 80% off. And they say right on the video, even if you have insurance, our cost for a prescription may be lower than your copay. So there's another great one. So it works with or without insurance. So that's another thing. You watch the video on that. Dynamite, very well done. And then in our benefits hub, the Nexus Rewards benefits hub, we have even more discounts on travel and big ticket items, education, gyms, even on your insurance, on your car insurance, on your home insurance. You can actually shop those through this and save even more money. That's what they say the average annual savings is right there, about $400 a month, $100 a week. Pretty spectacular. When you add all that up, plus they give you a really nice back office. You know, this is a layout right here of when you first go into the back office, you can see the dashboard. And then what's really awesome is one of many things about having this system in place under the genealogy tab, they have a personal site stats. And you can see right here, visitors today, 10, visitors yesterday, 41, and on and on and on. If I showed you the amount of traffic that I had on my site today, you wouldn't even believe it. I mean, Scott and I have just been letting the whole world know what was going on. And by the way, all of this, the rep website, the back office training, all of that is included in your $22 a month. So it's not like, you know, once you join, okay, now I got to go spend more money on the all the back office and tools and training and everything. So where you're not going to see that. It's all included. It's actually quite a bargain, because Scott and I, when we were looking at the cost of all of this, we thought, heck, we spent more than $22 a month just on the back office and the training that a lot of these companies offer. So that was kind of comical. So there are a lot of rewards out there when you plug in here. I'm just going to zip through them very quickly. And then if, I see we have Art on here. I'm going to have to, let me, hold on one second. I'm going to make sure that I have added him on so he can join in the fun here. One sec. Okay, and now Art, I think you can unmute yourself if I did that right.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
see. The system works. All right, let me brag about Art here for just a minute. I'm going to jump right here just because we're playing Beat the Clock here tonight. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm going to go to this slide right here and introduce Art. And so Art and Rob are brothers, and they own this company, and they're the ones who have been so gracious in getting Scott and me up to speed so quickly. And we've had a lot of already good times. It seems like we've been working together for 6 months already in the last 2 weeks. Well, I appreciate you being on here. Art has been at the top in income of another company. He's been the master rep, and he's also owned other companies. So he knows what he's doing. He comes to the table. One of the things he said that I really loved when we first spoke is he's a champion of the little guy, and that is proven in this program. So Art Phelps from Long Island, New York, welcome, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, thank you, John, and good evening, everyone. It's really great to be here with you tonight. A lot of exciting things happening with Nexus, and talk about the really reason my brother and I wanted to create a company. We really didn't want to create a company like this, but we spent a year looking for it, and nobody had it. I mean, we were looking for an opportunity that, as John says, the little guy, the average person can afford to get into. And so we wanted to be right around that $20 range. And then we wanted to pay most of the commissions back out to the field. We're not a company that, keeps 50% of the commissions like other networking companies. We pay out almost 80% to the field, and the rest is really operating costs. So the cool thing is we're going to help you make some significant money right away. On the $21.95, when you enroll people, you're going to make $10 a month on them. So that's 45+%. You can make that every month, 45%. I mean, companies don't even do fast starts with 45%. They're usual, do fast start maybe 30%, but it's 1 month. And then you drop back to 10 or 5 or something like that. So we pay the lion's share to the person who's out there sharing, and we think that's the right thing to do. We do have a 10-level referral program as well, which basically means that everyone you refer is level 1. Everyone they refer would be your 2nd level. So you can earn on them. You can earn your 3rd level, your 4th level, all the way up 10 levels. And 10 levels can be quite lucrative. I don't know if anybody's built a network that big where it goes down there, but you will hear. I can promise you that if you build this thing. Because, we really have a product that everybody needs and wants. I mean, we don't have to convince people like we got a great weight loss or I got some great skincare. I mean, it's twice as expensive as anything else out there. Here, people want what we have. So success is coming in all over the place. We're actually seeing like 40% of our reps are sponsoring people. Those numbers are crazy. I mean, an average company, maybe 10%. We're 4 times that, and we're just getting going. We've got leadership levels. They're really easy to get to. Even our top position, it's like 4 times less than any other company I've ever seen. We want to promote and we want to pay. So we've got infinity payouts. We've got global profit sharing. Once you hit that top spot, we call it an ambassador here. And once you hit there, you're going to share. It's like everyone's going to be in your downline, which is really, really cool. Okay. We've got dynamic compression commissions. Basically what that means is that if somebody doesn't qualify for commissions in your downline, those commissions will roll up to you once you hit our star level. Typically what companies don't do this. And the reason they don't do it is because normally what they do is somebody doesn't qualify commissions, the company keeps it. You know, it's more breakage. They call it breakage or the slippage and stuff like that. So, but we don't want that. We don't, you know, we're building this really kind of the people's plan here. Put as much money into the field as we possibly can. We've got a $5 coded infinity bonus, which is crazy. It really, really totally unique to the industry. So unique, we've actually had it copyrighted. So we have something that is going to allow for infinite depth, you know, beyond the 10 levels. What about 20 levels? Yeah, maybe. So this is our 10 level infinity pay plan. It's pretty cool. You start off moving through the plan, and your first goal really is to become a pro. Okay, now you can do that one of 2 ways. You can sponsor 5 members as quickly as you can, or whatever. I think it's a great goal. Get 5, right? If everyone gets 525, that works out pretty cool. Or if you could just get 3 in your first 30 days, we'll grandfather you. We'll make you a pro. Again, the people's plan, right? So get 3 in your first 30 days. What that does, it's going to open up 6 levels of pay for you. Okay, $5 on level 1, $1 on level 2, and then 50 cents on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once your team grows to 25 people, we're going to start paying you some infinity percentages or dollars. We're going to add 25 cents to level 3. So instead of making 50 cents, you're making 75 cents now on everyone who's on your 3rd level. Okay, you could have a lot of people there. I mean, if even just a 525, 125, that's 125 people on level 3. Okay, I mean, we know some people have sponsored 125 people, so their level 3 is going to be proportionally bigger, I imagine. So so that's how you get the pro. Build a little team. Help your team grow a little bit. That 25 cents though, it pays not only level 3, but it keeps paying. It pays on level 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So this is adding up the commissions that you can be making. It'll pay all the way down to infinity. It stops once you hit a pro 25 in your downline. So if you have somebody underneath you who's a pro 25, that's where the infinity pay will stop. But they're also probably going to help you get to pro 50. Okay, because you see, that's just a doubling. You get 50 people. So if you had one person who's pro 25 and you get some other stuff going on, you're probably a pro 50 by now. We're going to pay you an extra 25 cents on level 4 and beyond, same as the other thing. So now that could bring your 4th level up to $1, 5th level up to $1, and then the 25 cents added to the other 25 is 50 cents to infinity, up to your next pro 50. And then we have another pro 50, stops there, but not in all your legs, just in that one leg. And then next level is pro 100. If you got a pro 50 under you, you probably, and you work in the business a little bit, you're probably going to be a 1-star, which it's another 25 cents on levels 5 and 6, and up to 75 cents to infinity. Okay, because that's now 3/4 that we've been adding. 2-star, same thing, right? Team gets up to 200. We add an extra 25 on level 6, which means your potential earnings on that level could be $1.50 per member. That's pretty cool. There's probably going to be a bunch of people there by the time you get to 2-star as well, which is really cool. Unless you're like Gloria MacDonald, who does it in 10 days. but most of us, it takes a little while to get to 2-star. And that's good, because that's where the money's going to start getting paid out to you. So then that's $1 to infinity. 3-star is 400 people, add another 25 cents. Let's start paying on level 7. to infinity. Diamond is double it again. 800, start on level 8 to infinity. Double diamond distributor, another 25 cents. And this might seem like a small amount, 25 cents, but look, $1.75. $1.75. I mean, I don't care what math you do. I mean, it's possible you just have one person on your ninth level, but it's kind of likely if you got a team going, you're going to have more than that. So that could really add up to some significant money for you. And then the triple diamonds is an extra 15 cents starting on level 10 and paying all the way down to infinity, up to the next triple diamond in your network. And if you say, well, wait, if I had all these triple diamonds underneath me, I would be blocked at 10 levels. I said, if you got all those triple diamonds underneath you, you don't have to be worried about being blocked in 10 levels. You're going to be making so much money as this infinity pay pays out. The 10 levels alone without the infinity pay could be astronomical money. So pretty excited about this infinity pay, John.
Hey, thanks, Art. And this comp plan, the more I look at it, the more I realize just, how brilliant it is. You talk about, helping everybody out. All you got to do is go hit pro status and you're getting paid down 6 levels, right?
That's correct.
and even when someone matches your rank at any of these places, are you still getting paid down 10 levels?
Well, you're getting paid into, it kind of depends on where they fall. If they're directly underneath you, the minimum you would earn at Pro 25 would be the 25 cents on level 3. Okay. Pro 25. If you personally had a Pro 25 right up underneath you, he would block you from getting level 4, that 25 in that leg. But in all your other legs, you'll be earning the extra 25 cents on levels 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Down. So,
okay.
And if he's not personally sponsored, he could be 5 levels away from you. Well, you'd earn those 5 levels, and then there's a block. So
okay, great. It's certainly a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have. People, reaching your rank. That's awesome problem to have.
Right.
Because you just
I appreciate you
keep moving through the plan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it really can't stop it. I mean, we've already seen that, and we've only been here for a few weeks. If you're okay, I'm going to introduce our special guest now and jump into that.
Well, I think that's why we're all here, John. I've had just a really brief encounter with her a couple of times, and I'm thoroughly impressed, thoroughly excited. That people of this caliber are recognizing what we got going on here and deciding to team up with us. So I'll let you do your thing, and I'm sitting back ready to take some notes.
Awesome. All right, great. Well, we had the great pleasure to interact with Gloria MacDonald just a couple weeks ago. She's been in here now. I guess it's been 2 weeks, and talk about racing to the top. She came in here and brought in, I think, about 100 personals that have paid in less than 10 days. And so that grew out very quickly. And so we were just fascinated by how she did it. And we wanted her to share a little bit of her experience. Obviously, she's been in the networking world for a while. Let me make sure that Gloria, can you unmute? I don't even know if you.
I'm here, John.
Yeah. All right, great. All right, so Gloria MacDonald out of Toronto, welcome tonight. Are you in Toronto now?
No, I'm not. And I actually I live in Phoenix, Wickenburg, Arizona.
Right. Well, fantastic. Thanks for joining us and taking a little of your time tonight. If you can share how long you've been in the industry and what led to your great success.
Yeah, I started in network marketing 44 years ago. And like most people, I struggled. You guys didn't know that. Yeah, 44 years ago.
Did you start when you were 5? I mean, come on.
Nope.
Wow.
So, and like most people, I struggled. Of course, we all had to do old school belly to belly. And, I drew so many circles on flip charts, I'm dizzy. And I struggled for a long time, and I was in a variety of different companies. I mean, I started off in Amway because that was one of the 2 or 3 things that was around then, and that was it. And gosh, I mean, for the last 44 years, I've been in network marketing. I've always been in it, sometimes more actively than others, because frankly, I had to earn a living and I wasn't earning a living in network marketing. I was struggling in network marketing. And then the world changed dramatically with the internet. And about 6 years ago, I had another business that I created that was a multiple 7-figure business, not in network marketing, but I actually had a matchmaking business, a dating service. And with that dating service, I learned how to market online. And then I figured out how to take a lot of those skills and tools, and do it with network marketing. And then, we say that I built my business, in 10 days, or I got to 2-star in 10 days, or however fast I did it, but I really didn't. I honestly did not get to 2-star in 10 days. And now I'm more than halfway to 3-star. I just looked at my back office, but I didn't do it in 10 days. I did it in 4.5 years and 10 days. So
Right.
everybody,
Great point.
everybody forgets about the 4.5 years. Well, actually 44 years of struggle. And then the 4.5 years of building. And I do everything online. I got a message from John or Scott, I can't remember which one of you it was, saying, oh, it was John, who said, I'm going to be on the phone all day long. And when I got that message, I thought, oh God, just slit my wrists. I do not make any phone calls to anybody ever about anything, ever. And like, I won't do it. I have no desire to do it. Been there, done that. And it was grueling. So I've built my business entirely online. I have an email list, and my email list is really not that big. The industry norm is that for every person on your email list, you make $1 per person per month. So if you have an email list of 10,000 people, you should be making about $10,000 a month. My email list is over 5 times that, in terms of not $1 per person per month, but $5 to $6 per person per month. And so I'm able to build teams very quickly. I mean, it's virtually impossible getting on the phone to, have a team of, I just looked, 317 people in, I don't even know when I started. Not even 3 weeks ago, I don't think. I mean, you just can't call that many people and have that many conversations. So everything I do is communicating one to many. I don't communicate one-to-one. And you can build really strong relationships communicating one-to-many. And I mean, I know a lot of people on this call don't necessarily know me, but the people who do know me know that I just am like a broken record. You have got to build an email list in 2022. And in my opinion, if you do not have an email list, you don't have a business, because we've all seen network marketing companies go out of business, network marketing companies change their comp plans, network marketing, not you, Art, not you. But, network marketing companies get shut down,
Yeah.
I think most people on this call have experienced it, or if we haven't experienced it personally, we've heard the stories, right? But I've certainly experienced it personally multiple times. And so, what you've got in your back office in your network marketing company, you've got maybe names and maybe email addresses of people, but that is not your email list. You have got to build your email list, and you've got to keep it off of your network marketing company's back office. You've got to have an autoresponder, and you've got to build that relationship with people. And people say, well, how often should I email my list? I said, well, how often do you talk to your husband or wife? kind of every day, right? Hopefully, if you're living in the
Yeah.
same house with your partner, your spouse, you're talking to them every day. Well, you're building a relationship. So you talk to your email list every day. You have communications. And then I do opportunity calls, and I'll get several hundred people on an opportunity call from my email list. And then people just sign up on autopilot. I make it super simple for people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you also, if I can jump back in here for a sec, I went through your LinkedIn training class, and it was fantastic. I had a ton of notes. I mean, I was taking notes like a maniac through the whole thing. And you encourage people to have a presence on LinkedIn, social marketing. Obviously, there's social media. There's a lot of other places to go. It sounds like you don't do traditional advertising, but you're doing something to reel in people very effectively, right? Am I on the right path
Yeah.
there when we talk about LinkedIn?
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, LinkedIn has been, I would say that probably up until the last 6 months, probably 95 or even a higher percent of my business has come from LinkedIn. I have a presence on Facebook.
Wow.
Because you just have to. I have a presence on Instagram because you have to, although I have not figured out how to monetize Instagram. I know people have, but I have not. I have a presence on Pinterest. I definitely have a presence on YouTube. And for me now, YouTube has surpassed LinkedIn in terms of getting the highest qualified leads. I would not have said that a year ago, but the beauty of LinkedIn, but it's not just about posting a video the beauty of YouTube. And it's not just about posting videos, because I've posted videos a million times on YouTube with, and I've gotten 2 views, 7 views, 3 views, but you've got to know how to work with the search engine optimization, and you've got to really use that, and you've got to know how to get your videos ranked on YouTube. And once you know that, it's piece of cake, and it is crazy powerful, because if you do a video on YouTube, what I've found is that people end up watching all your videos, and by the time they come to you, they've already decided not only do they want to join your opportunity, but they want to join you in your opportunity.
Yeah.
So
Totally makes sense.
YouTube has surpassed LinkedIn for me. I mean, you have to use both, in my opinion. So I get leads from LinkedIn, and I can convert those leads into customers and team members. I don't get leads from YouTube. So I don't build my email list really from YouTube. I just get instant team members or instant customers from YouTube.
Right.
It's very interesting.
And for someone who's not comfortable getting in front of the camera, YouTube might be a little advanced, but they can still, like you just said, you built 95% of your network from LinkedIn. It sounds like there's still a tremendous fortune to be made by a brand new networker going and immersing themselves in LinkedIn, right? Or Facebook.
Yes. And what I would say to somebody who's not comfortable getting in front of the camera, you better get comfortable, because you cannot build a business online honestly, you can't build a business online these days without doing video. You just have to do video. If you want to, get to 2-star in under 10 days, if you want to get to 3-star in, whatever it is, 3-4 weeks, if you want to make $500 extra a month, just sit behind your computer and don't ever get on camera. But if you want to build a significant business in 2022 and you want to do it online, you have got to get yourself in front of the camera. You just do. Because people join people who they know, like, and trust. And video is the single fastest way to go from cold to warm to hot without people ever meeting you.
Great. Really good advice. I'm sure everyone's taking notes. Any other nuggets you want to share? I know we probably need to give you a whole hour.
Well, I think the 3 secrets to what I call rock star status is really, 1, you have to be prolific. So the more you share, the more you give away for free, the more you'll get. I mean, it's just, you just give everything. You put your heart and soul out there on the line. You give so much away for free. You give, free training, all kinds of free tips, everything you can, and it will pay you back 100-fold. So you've got to be prolific. You've got to be out there. You've got to be, now you can't start on every single platform, but you start on one platform. For me, it was LinkedIn, and you crush that platform. And then you add a platform, and then you add another platform. I absolutely am, as I said, I'm not crushing Instagram, but I have a presence there. I'm not crushing Pinterest. I have a stronger presence on Pinterest than I have on Instagram. And am I crushing Facebook? Absolutely not. I mean, I have a stronger presence on Facebook than I do on Pinterest or Instagram. But it's such a prolific platform. You have to be there. But you've got to be out there. You've got to be out there so that people are saying, oh, wait, there's that Everett Arnold. Oh, wait, there's that Everett Arnold again. Wait, didn't I just see Everett Arnold? Didn't I just see that name on YouTube? What? There he is on LinkedIn. Oh, wait, Everett Arnold again on Instagram? He must be a rock star. You just have to be out there. The challenge is most people are not willing to do what it really takes to build a significant business online. That's the truth. Most people are not willing to do what it takes to build a significant business offline either, to be brutally honest, right? They're just not willing to do what it takes. But number one is be prolific. Number two is be persuasive. Quite a while ago, I learned the one sentence persuasion course, and you used it today, John, in your presentation. And it's so powerful. And the fact is that people are willing to do anything for those who encourage their dreams, which you absolutely did in your presentation, justify their failures. You said, if you haven't been successful in network marketing, it's not your fault. Perfect. You just justified my failures, right? It's not my fault. Allay their fears. Don't worry, you can do it here with Nexus Rewards because it's so different. It's so easy. So you've just allayed my fears. Confirm my suspicions that those other network marketing company comp plans aren't really paying you enough. So you just confirm my suspicions, right? And help them throw rocks at their enemies, which you kind of did also with, the elephant on the table kind of thing. So when you really understand the power of persuasion and how the human mind works, it becomes super easy. And then number three is you really work with your strengths. So those are the three things to, really creating rock star status. Be prolific, be persuasive, and play to your strengths.
Love it. I'm taking notes. Once again, you're schooling me. I appreciate that. Our paths crossed a year ago, thanks to Steve Byram. That was great.
Yeah.
And, we talked about another company at the time. You looked at it. Actually, you took a very good look at it. I think we spent an hour on the phone talking about it. And then you did your own assessment. And then you said, no, I don't think it's going to fly. In the end, you were right. So that was awesome. I mean, we made some money, but it didn't go the way that we wanted it to. And obviously now here we are again. You've looked at a lot of companies, 44 years in networking. I still can't even believe that number. It seems like you added, 10 or 20 years onto that. But have you ever seen anything like Nexus Rewards before in that 4-decade career?
No, absolutely not. Obviously you needed the internet to be able to create Nexus Rewards. So that's here. And I haven't seen anything like Nexus Rewards. I mean, now they're all popping out of the woodwork, but it's just the perfect timing. Unfortunately, it's the perfect timing in that, we're all struggling with the price of gas going through the roof, inflation. I mean, the price of gas affects everything. It affects travel. It affects groceries. It affects absolutely everything because everything we buy has to be shipped somewhere, and that takes gas, right? Whether it's planes or trucks or whatever. So it's the perfect time to help people save money.
It really is. Very well said. Well, I really appreciate you getting on here and spending a little time with us. It sounds like we have a lot of people to reach. You said these companies are popping up. I always say when someone says, they've seen something similar to this, I say, you know what? There is plenty of food at this buffet, right? I think we can eat here for a long time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, John, let me jump in real quick before
Yes,
we close
please.
the call. I just want to share with everyone and ask Gloria, and we haven't talked about this today, but I had someone today ask me a question because they said, is that the company Gloria MacDonald just got in? I said, absolutely. And she has raced to the fastest ranks faster than anyone else. And they asked me, and I was glad that I had a great answer for them, but I want to make sure this is the right answer, Gloria. They said, why in the world would a 7-figure megastar like Gloria MacDonald join this company that's just now getting off the ground? And I wrote down what I told them, and I'm going to just read it word for word. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not happy to be wrong, but I'm sitting here taking notes, so I got the pen and the paper already. Wrote down your 3 points. Thanks for that. All great stuff. When they said, why would she? I said, because Gloria, she's brilliant. She's a powerhouse, and she's been around long enough and successful long enough that she has the advantage most people don't have. She knows how to spot a great deal when she sees it, and she knows how to move with momentum and build with speed. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, I would say that that's accurate. And thank you, Scott, for that. And I mean, John experienced it a year ago. John was trying to talk me into this other opportunity. I was like, it's not going to fly. And I gave him the exact reasons why it wasn't going to fly. And
You did.
And I don't mean to blow Gloria up. She's obviously a humble person, but as a professional in this industry, I'm blown away by that number too. I didn't even know you had that many years on this planet. But I want everyone to take note of the leaders that are coming here. When I look at what Nick's already done in this company, obviously Art and Rob's experience speak for themselves. But when you talk about 7-figure earners coming over to a company that's just getting started, I can say this for sure. And it's one thing for me to tell people, well, John and I wouldn't have come over here if this company didn't have its ducks in a row and it wasn't poised for massive scaling and big checks. But I can tell you for sure, and she just said it as well, Gloria would not have come. She didn't come here to play, guys. And it hasn't been 3 weeks. Gloria, it's probably 2 weeks today. And she's about to do in less than 2.5 weeks what's never been done. She's not here to play around. So whether you're here to, like Gloria said, make a couple $100 a month, which is fantastic, get your light bill paid, take a little bit of financial pressure off, or whether you're looking for something to make a really big run here, I think it's safe to say Gloria didn't come here to make $200 a month.
well, you know what, Scott, the interesting thing is, as I'm listening to you guys, I realize the fact is I didn't come here for me. I didn't need another opportunity.
I love that.
I was looking for things that my people could be
I love
successful
that.
at. Honestly, do I really need to start another opportunity? No, I don't. And I'm not saying that to brag. It's like really the last thing in the world I need is another opportunity because my plate's so full. And when I saw Nexus Rewards, I love the fact that, it's only $21.95 a month. Which is very reasonable. It's extremely reasonable. Just as I said, I think the timing is perfect to really help people save money. And there's a free option. Now, none of us are going to make a lot of money if we enroll nothing but free people, but there is that option. So that can really help people too. And eventually, who knows, some of those free people might become paid members. But the bottom line is, this falls into several of my criteria. I'm pretty clear about, I only want to be in things, and I have a couple things that don't fall into this just because it's the way they work, but I only want to be in things where every single person makes money.
I love that.
And most network marketing companies, it can't be true, right? It just can't be true. And so with Nexus Rewards, even the people that sign up for free, they're not going to necessarily make money, but saving money is making money.
It
right?
is.
So 100% of people in Nexus Rewards make money. Obviously you have to use the apps, but that's true of anything. But So you can not pay a dime and make money with Nexus. And
What
so
other
that's,
company can say that?
well, a bunch, actually. It is honestly the new, I believe it's the new trend in network marketing.
100%. That is what it's all going to. And
Yeah.
we're right here with it. And
Yes.
I want to say this, and then I'm gonna get out of the way because I know I've been long tonight already. And I'm going to be sharing a bunch on Saturday in our training call. So you guys make sure to be in our training call. But Gloria, I see something in you that I saw in my mentor, Hal Culbertson. And Hal's a big 7-figure earner in our industry. Lots of us have done that. But he tells people that as he got older, he wanted to see what you want to see. He wanted to see his whole team win. And he told me one day, he said, Scott, it's not the money that I've made in this industry that really fuels my fire. And he was being humble and he was telling the truth. He had created 17 7-figure earners through mentoring them to friends of his, not just strangers in his downline, but people that he had worked with. And I know we've got a program here. When you said you want to see your whole team win, I love that. That's my Aunt Sally's story. That's win-win, which almost doesn't exist. And I know with what's in place here now and the energy and the experience that you bring, you're going to create some big earners in your team. And that's really when you see your friends, the people that you've worked with really winning, that's what fuels the heart of a real leader. And you're a real leader. And I'm glad to be here with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me,
Yeah,
guys. Really
so,
appreciate it.
well, yeah, thank you
Thanks
so
for being
much
here.
for taking your time and sharing your wisdom with us. It was greatly appreciated, Gloria. So thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. You see our proof of growth. I mean, this is not something that I made up. This is an actual screenshot of this website right here, SimilarWeb. You can see the growth pattern. We talk about the phases of growth, but rarely do we actually get verification of that. And here it is. And, we're just a couple weeks away from seeing the next month. And that's what this arrow is really simulating. We don't have the May data yet. But when we do here in a couple weeks, because the data always lags by about 60 days. And when we get that data, then we'll know what kind of vertical growth curve we're on, if we're shooting that straight up or if it's leaning a little bit more here to the right. But the point is, it's growing exponentially and we're just getting going. So it's pretty amazing. How do we join? And then we're done. And we'll open it up for questions if you guys have any. I know the chat box has been blowing up. I can't keep up with all that. So when you go to the website of the person that invited you, it's mynexusrewards.com/their username. And when you get there, just hit that join now button at the top right. Okay, that's easy to do. And you'll know if you're on their page because you'll see their name down there on the page. So that's easy to do. And then you can see here on the next page, you'll get the program description and what you want to get, and you'll see a button at the very bottom of that list of all the goodies that come in that premium subscription, and you just click that button right there, become a premium member. And we've talked about on this call, there's a free option, but hey, remember, friends don't let friends enroll for free. So treat people right. Obviously, if someone wants to come in for free, they have that ability. But we're encouraging people to max out, get the premium program. And then you go to the next screen, you pick your country, and there are 160 countries on that list. How many do you need? So that if people in a country where there isn't service can still recruit back into countries where there is service. And there are, I think, 30, 35 different countries now that have some of our product in them, maybe more. Art, if I'm way off, or Rob, let me know. Sorry. And then you can, on the enrollment form, the next page, name, email, phone number, address, click I agree to play by the rules, and you're off to the races. And that's it. We have a fast start checklist. We're not going to go over that tonight. We're going to wrap this up. But, hopefully you guys got as much out of that as Scott and I did. So we're going to, at this point now, we're going to turn it over to the Q&A. I'm actually going to hit the stop button on this recording, and then we will take questions. So,
Hey, John, before we turn it over to
Recording
Q&A
stopped.
and people start leaving, let's remind everybody. Well, I'll go ahead and do it right now. Don't forget, same bat time, same bat channel Thursday night. We will
Thank
have
you.
more time to actually try to convert your people. If you're new here, if you're just taking a look at this, please get back with the person that invited you to this Zoom. John and I are available. The leadership team here is available to answer any of your questions. We've got great leaders. I mean, I see the work that I hate to even name people, but Bruce and Ed and Nick, so many people plugging in here, Belinda, Carolyn, so many people are just so available. Ask your questions, go to Telegram, ask your questions there. But Thursday night, Opportunity Zoom, 8 o'clock right here, same Zoom channel. And we are going to be doing everything we can to get people that your guests to sign up and be part of your team. So let's go ahead and open it up for Q&A. And John, I'm gonna turn that back over to you.